This video is sponsored by Supremacy 1914, The Great War. Choose your favourite nation during World War I and assume the highest office in your desired empire. Balance the production of materials, troops and weaponry with the rare resources your land has to offer. Form alliances with your competitors, do important trade deals, or fight your way through each scenario you are challenged with. This challenging period of history demands valiant leadership. Follow the link in the video description below and download Supremacy 1914 now to get an exclusive starter pack containing 13k gold and 1 month premium account for free that will give you a head start over the opposition. Supremacy 1914 is free to download and play, and when you download the game, it helps support the channel. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2,000 points. Adeptus Mechanicus versus Orks. These two sides have clashed before. I encourage you to check out that game. It's early on this season. As we are playing our first Grudge match. It's a different flavour battle report. 2,000 points, usual game, usual mission and so on, but with the Grudge flavour to it. So if you haven't seen that previous game, Admech versus Orks on the channel a couple of months ago, then do check that out first because it's going to be a spoiler alert here. So tune out now. But if you've seen that game, you'll know that the Orks smashed the Admech. That's a previous and older list. A thrown together list here, just experimenting for 10th edition. Since gone away, revamped the list, proposed a brand new list through YouTube membership over with the army development video series. Then painted up the extra models. The list has changed, and with Grudge, the Admech hold a grudge against this Ork force. We'll see if the new list can stop the Orks, see if it's any better. So we're really going to observe this game and see if this Admech list has changed. The detachment has changed. Plenty of units have been dropped, and some new units being added in. Different tactics, different style. We'll see how they get on. So with the Grudge match series, it's basically armies on the channel that have a grudge against each other. For this particular time, the Admech are really hating that Ork force across there to stop the double war boss after the serious mauling that they received in their first game. So I think a grudge has built up. We'll see if the Admech can get their revenge against the Orks to see if they can stop the green tide smashing through like last time. So that's the flavour here for this game. Do let us know if you've got another army combination that you want to see for a grudge match. Two factions that can't stand each other on the channel, a bit of history between them. A revenge battle. Let us know in the comment section below what other combinations you'd like to see. So, pure grudge this one. No Kingslave. Both kings for these two factions have already been knocked out for this season. So we'll just focus purely on the grudge. Admech to stop the Orks. Orks, what pride it will be for them if they can smash the Admech a second time. So for the Admech, no particular order with this new list here. It's the Rad Zone cores. We've changed detachment, switched over to that. So we'll bombard the Orks with some radiation before the game gets going. Then running a regular Tech Priest engine seer across here. Then a Tech Priest Dominus. He'll be the Warlord here for this force. He's been given Peerless Eradicator as his enhancement as well. New model in the list is the Tech Priest Manipulus. And if you want to check out the full Tactica here for this list, it should be live now. That's a full army rundown going through the full list of this new Admech force in a complete army video on the channel. So you can check that out as well for deeper Tactica. You should also see tactics videos as well for the Admech. If you scroll down the channel homepage, you'll see some tactics videos for some of my favourite units and combinations here for the Admech. So Tech Priest Manipulus, he's in. Then 3 squads of Rangers, 3 squads of 3, taking one of each of all the weapons, the sniper rifle, the plasma caliber, the arc rifle there as well, and a combat weapon and pistol on each of the squad leaders. Then Breachers was running a squad of 6 previously, really invested in these now and doubled them up, so 2 squads of 6. Taking the hydraulic claws for their close combat weapon, and then the heavy arc rifles for shooting. Then the Cerberus Sulphur Hound, a squad of 6 of the cavalry, a couple of carbines there in that squad. 3 Dune Crawlers, switching over to neutron lasers now for their firepower, moving away from the anti-aircraft combination with those, just gone for neutron lasers for some real heavy firepower support. Then Rush Stalkers, squad of 10, going for the transonic blades with those. Then 2 squads of 10 of the infiltrators Flechette, blasters, and taser goads is the close combat weapon and pistol being taken for those 2 squads of 10 of them. So that takes the list to 1,995 points. So 2K list here, ready to face off against the Orks. It's fresh and new. We'll see if that makes any difference in this game. So that's the list for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Big thank you to all the Patreons that support us on the Patreon page. We have 3 tiers. So gold level Patreons will use the gold level Patronic dice at some critical point during the game. And each person that signs up, they can let us know their faction allegiances, and then we'll try and line up their dice appropriately. And then we'll give them a name shout out as the dice comes up as well. Silver level patrons, I'll call out their names at the end of the game. And you can check out the end credits. All the patrons get their names in the end credits of our videos. Massive thank you to everyone that supports us on the Patreon page. It helps support us here on the channel. It helps us expand the armies and also supports SSWG War Games Club as well. Link for Patreon in the video description below. And then for channel membership, the top 2 levels of support, Phoenix Lords and Autarchs. Autarchs get allocated to individual models for all of our games. And then Phoenix Lords take entire units for all of our battles. And the idea is you can follow a unit around the table, see how it gets on, whether it's destroyed straight away or achieves some great glory during battle. So Autarchs, first of all, bodyguard models really. So I've split them up, the Imperial leaning ones here. So Dylan Moore and Midnight Miniatures in this squad of breachers. Then we put Ite Miari as an AdMech player. Along with Sam Hermes, we put them into the second breacher squads, where you're going to expect them to be in the thick of the action. Then for Phoenix Swords, that's whole unit. So we put Vagabond, Longbow BB, and Valhalla and Field Marshal Robert onto the Onaga Dune Crawlers for this game. Andrew Swan onto the Warlord, Attack Priest Dominus. Lucas Brown onto the Manipulus for this battle. JP, something sneaky he requires, we put him onto this unit of Infiltrators. Then Michael Fry, an Imperial player, put him onto the unit of Ruststalkers. And that's it for the Phoenix Lords and Autarchs here. The rest will be over fighting with the Orks. So link for membership in the video description below. Most people go for Aspect, where it just unlocks all the bonus videos that we have, including battle reports. But if you really do want to support us at the higher level, then it's Autarch and Phoenix Lord level as well. That's the list for the AdMech. We'll take a look and see what the Orks have in their list. So I'm going to keep the same combination as last time. Mike ran the Orks, smashed through the AdMech, so he'll run them here again to see if the same player of the same army can achieve the same victory. So for the Orks, a regular Warboss, Gut Ripper, he'll be the Warlord here for this army, taking Super Cyborg Body, so the 4+ Feel No Pain, I believe, for him. Grog the Whopper, a second Warboss. This army's themed on a 2-pronged Warboss attack, one heavier, like the heavier cavalry and the lighter brigade, sort of split between those 2 styles. So Gut Ripper to lead the lighter armed units, and then Grog the Whopper, the Warboss in mega armor, taking Ed Whopper's Kill Chopper as well, enhancement for him. Then I'll just come across here on the left hand side. So 2 squads of 5 Storm Boys being taken, tactically useful. Then Ripper's Little Helper, we've called it, but it's the Gorkanaut being taken in this list. So a big chunk of the points. It's not too bad, 280 points for that. With its transport capacity now, we've put 10 as Ork Knobs in there, all equipped with Power Claws. And the idea is that Ripper will go with them inside that transport. Then we have a Battle Wagon, taking Hard Case and a Death Roller. Squad of 5 Mega Knobs. They'll be the bodyguard for Grog the Whopper, all taking Power Claws for those. 3 squads of boys, all squads of 10, with a Knob and Power Claw in each. 1 spare squad here, which there's enough transport capacity for it to go inside the Battle Wagon. And then the other 2 squads of 10 to go inside Ork Trucks. Then Deathcopters, squad of 3 with their copter rockets. Then 3 individual Grok guns with the custom Mega Cannon. 1, 2, 3 of those. Then a squad of 6 bikers. And then this Forge World model here, Zog, I'm going to run him as a Death Killer Wartrike HQ choice. And then he's able to join the bikers, they'll bodyguard him. So there's kind of 3 war bosses here. Zog's always ambitious enough to work his way up the ranks here. But that's the force here for the Orks. They do hit hard if they're able to make it into close combat. So that's the list for the Orks. Phoenix Lords and Autarchs have been allocated. So Autarchs, bodyguard duty for them onto the Mega Knobs. That's Mike James Casper Kempf, who's an Ork player. And then Ben Harris, I think he's an Ork player as well. So they're going there, they're going to try and protect Grog the Whopper. And then Phoenix Lords have been allocated. So we have BPP Wargaming onto the Gorkanaut for this game. Nate Miller, bodyguard duty for him, is going to be allocated to the Knob Squad. Chris Comiskey onto Gut Ripper for this battle. Ray Cross onto Grog the Whopper for this game. Ben Shaw onto Zog. And then we have Amy Alma onto the Deathcopters. I haven't mentioned it already. It's Gut B onto the Battle Wagon here for this game. So that's Phoenix Lords and Autarchs allocated. Orc list ripping and raring to go. We'll take a look now at scenario and deployment for this Grudge match. Okay, so we have a mission here. The primary mission is Taken Hold. It's sweeping engagement for deployment, and the mission rule is Chilling Rain, which has no further effects here for this battle. So for sweeping engagement, it's the long diagonal across the boards, the Adeptus Mechanicus deploying here along the line of red dice. Then the yellow dice marking the deployment zone for the Orks. It does stretch all the way across from one side of the board to the next. There's 5 objectives on the table. So there's one dead center just here. There's 2 others in no man's land. One just next to the pipes, and then one on the left-hand side. You can see it just over there. Then each of us have a home objective. The AdMech one is just tucked under here. And then the one for the Orks is just behind the structure over there. If you like our objective markers, we do sets of 6 of these. They are available on Etsy. The link for them will be in the video description below. You can pick up your own sets of these. They're the 40mm across, are the correct size to use as objective markers for your games of 40k. So link for those in the video description below. Then for Taken Hold, it's turn 2 onwards. The control of each objective at the start of the command phase is worth 5 victory points, whatever objective it is, up to a maximum of 15 points per turn. There's no extra stuff coming through at the end of the game, so it really is a case of turn 2 onwards, grab those objectives, hold them, and then rake in the points for turns 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's the mission. Just to clarify on terrain, sealed buildings and containers we're playing for the terrain across here. This structure and the warp portal as well, we're going to run as obscuring terrain. So there's a bit of better cover available here with the obscuring terrain for those 2 pieces. And other than that's pretty much it. There's some tank traps and barrels and barricades spread across the board as well. Both of us are going to go for the random draw on secondaries. So that's the mission. We'll now start alternating placing units on the board next. Right, just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So the battle mat is from gamemat.eu. It's called Cyberpunk, 60 inches across by 44. Perfect for your games, regular games of 10th edition 40k. Combining that with the industrial terrain set, which is these buildings across here, the pipes, the containers, and these barrel boxes here as well. As one set of that, plus the warp portal, individual piece from gamemat.eu, and then some Games Workshop terrain across here. But it fills out the table quite nicely. You can check out gamemat.eu for your suppliers of battle mats, all shapes and sizes. Pre-painted terrain sets available from them as well. Link below. There's also a discount code for 11% off across the store. Alright, so deployment's done for both sides. Orks finished deploying first. Mike loading up, as usual, loading up units inside their transports and a couple of units in reserves as well. We'll cover the AdMech first of all. So the Orks, it's looking like the 2-pronged attack. One coming down here, the heavy attack with Grog the Whopper, and then Gut Rippers over there inside the Gorkanaut. So it's going to come down in these 2 directions across here. So it's a wide spread with the Orks. AdMech responding. Now we have pulled back our infiltrators. Don't want them to act like a leapfrog where Mike can plow into them and then move on quicker. So we have held them back. Don't like doing that. I like pushing them forwards, but in this situation, we've pulled them back here. So one squad's come across here, right at the back, just waiting for the opportunity to push forwards, but not being too cavalier at this stage. In response to that, left-hand prong coming round, we've put a unit of breachers. This unit has the Warlords, the Tech Priest Dominus. Supporting them is a unit of Rangers. We'll call out the 3 Dune Crawlers. So one here, just with angles in different directions. One here and one here. Tech Priest Engines here just in the middle. Cavalry held back, trying to keep them out of range of the Grot guns, which are spread out over in Mike's deployment zone. Infiltrators here, ready to pounce on the central objective, but not pushing too far ahead. Rustalkers just behind. Another unit of Rangers here just behind the barricade. And then over on the left-hand side, getting ready to respond to Mike's attack across there, is the other 6-man unit of Breachers, and that's the unit with the Tank Priest Manipulus. And again, they've been backed up by a battle line unit, one of the Ranger squads. Everything that the AdMech have is on the board. So there's no deep strikes or deep strikers for them, no reserves. Everything they have is on the table. Then for the Orks, so we said about this two-pronged attack. So over on the left-hand side of Grog the Whopper is the Bikers. They've been joined by Zog. They're just stationed in here. There's a truck with boys inside here. The spare unit of boys, as usual, has gone inside the battle wagons. Inside there is Grog the Whopper, his Meganob bodyguard, and the third 10-man unit of boys. Then Defcopters are with them. Grog guns positioned here on the objective. Another one across here, getting ready to emerge and shoot. And the other one Mike's put over here as well, with angles to move out in different directions. Unit of Ork boys across here to support Gut Ripper's attack inside the Gorkanaut, and Ripper has joined the Knobs, and they've gone inside the belly of the beast. So that's deployment done. Orks have the 2 squads of 5 Storm boys in Deep Strike Reserve. So both sides ready to go. AdMech have confidence in their firepower, but they had that last time and it evaporated after a while. Turn 1. Surely you'd want to go first. It's a tricky one. Not going first, Mike's perhaps better protected further away. If you go first, you'll present, but I don't know.
I'd like to say I have an idea if I go first or second. I have a plan for each turn.
That's a good position to be in. Okay.
So we'll see if it pans out that way.
All right. We'll roll up to who goes first. Our first grudge match ever on the channel, the official grudge match battle. And it will be the Orks that do go first. Okay. Well, that eliminates all the comments of people saying, well, if the Orks went first, the outcome would have been different. The Orks are going first. So Gut Ripper sees an initiative here, eager to go first here to take the fight to the Adeptus Mechanicus. Grudge match is underway. We're going to the first turn of the game here for the Orks. Right, so turn 1 here for the Orks. Mike's on the move, but not before. His lines are bombarded with radiation here with the red zone core. So battle round 1, the bombardment takes place. Reaction is you can stand firm with no further effects. On a 3+, you take the 3 mortal wounds, or you can take cover. If you do, you're auto battle shocked, which Mike has elected to do with most of the army. And then it's a 5+ to cause D3 mortal wounds. Now, doing that has protected a number of units. Damage that would have come through didn't. And in 5+ is to cause mortal wounds. The 3 units that Mike stood firm with were units he's thinking he might put stratagems on, perhaps So that's the battle wagon across here, which was hit and took a mortal wounds, down to 15 wounds left. The bikers, they stood firm. They were hit and took 3 mortal wounds. Actually, one of the models removed from play, and the Gorkanaut escaped any damage coming through. And the only other unit being hit was this truck over here. It took 2 mortal wounds, dropping down to 8 wounds left. So bombardment's finished. It will carry on. The effects of the radiation will carry on for each turn of the game. Units inside Mike's deployment zone. In my command phase, I believe it is, we'll take a mortal wound on a 3+. The only other thing to mention is Doctrine Imperatives. We have to pick that at the battle round, start of the battle round, which is done correctly, and I've chosen Conqueror Imperatives. That'll give me assault on my weapons, and also shooting units inside Mike's deployment zone extra P-1. Okay, well, Mike's on the move. We're just interrupting across here. Just before this move, the gun at the back moved, and I'm going to overwatch it with these. Just going to try and immediately start shooting at them. So CP being spent. 4 can see. So they're 2 shots each. You get 8 shots. 4 of them can see. They're in range 30. They have the Tech Priest Manipulus with them. He'll grant lethal hits. We've got a battle line unit nearby as well, so we'll get reroll for the hit rolls, crucially. So we're looking for 6s. I'm going to commit this to an Imperial friend, which will be Sam Hermes, Black Templars, and Cadian Shock Troops. 6s. All right, there's 2. These are lethal. And I'll reroll these ones. And there's another 1. Okay, right. So we are coming in at you at strength 8, so it's going to be 3s to wound. Our anti-vehicle 4 plus. Sorry, they go straight through.
Yeah.
All right. As they're in the open cover, if your saves are 5+, we've got straight in.
Mm-hmm.
Or even if you do have cover, actually, because each time makes a range attack, the target that is in your opponent's deployment zone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, extra AP-1. Got him. AP-3 in total. All right. I think we have him. I'm just going to check here. It's going to be 9 damage if this goes through. Heavy arc rifle. Straight AP-2, 3 damage. Got him. I think we picked him off. Off he goes. Gun removed. Poor little grots. They're all excited about today. The grudge match.
Excited.
And then they've been picked off as they move around the corner. Wheel the gun around the corner. Prepare to fire. And then they've been struck first here by these breaches. Interesting. Okay.
You've not just angered them.
Yeah, okay. That will cause concern for the other 2 remaining guns. They'll think twice now before. I suppose Overwatch has been used up. But
yeah, well, he's moved out.
they've all moved out, right. Most movement's been done. So we pick those off as they move around the corner. We'll let Mike continue his move here. But first, strike for the AdMech with Overwatch. So, Ork movement's complete. As we're saying, the truck's pushed round to here. There's 10 boys inside. Gorkanauts moved to here. Now, this is obscuring terrain, and this is going to protect this considerably, if not totally. Here, it's wellhead, and we're playing the hard edge of the terrain here. So, Gorkanauts pushed up to there. Guns just around the corner here. We've got line of sight towards different targets. Trucks surged forwards to this point. Mike, I think, is trying to set himself up for a warg next turn. So like a starting point here, disembark, move, advance, and charge. So Orks trying to get themselves in that prime position. Bikers have also advanced 6 inches and have pushed forwards, going past the objective and surging right ahead. I think Mike's idea is if the AdMech try and respond, they've got to go through the bikers first and to limit their movement. Copters have moved up and hugging tight around this corner, Grog the Whopper and his cargo moving along the left-hand side. So that's movement done for the Orks. They're surging ahead on all fronts. AdMech have responded with some initial firepower. It's worked out really well for them. Target destroyed. We'll move on to shooting phase next. Okay, so Ork shooting phase. Firing deck 12, so 10 shots come from boys. They're sluggers.
Yeah, so...
In 5s, yeah. 3 hits.
3. And then...
5s to wing.
5s. Nope.
Okay.
And then the truck.
Oh yeah, 5 shots.
5. Yep. 5s. Just the 1.
It's a wild Dakka coming through here.
Nope.
And no wound. Okay. Yeah, no, I see what's happened there. Mike's moved it up, but he's got the angle for shooting across here. He's trying to cut out my firepower from these, but at the same time, let the Gorkanaut fire across here. It actually didn't need to make an advanced move to do that. So firepower is available. It's going to go into the infiltrators.
Yep, so it'll be everything I've got's going to go.
Okay.
So I'll do the 30 shots first.
30 shots. He's going to need 6s though, because the unit is stealth. These infiltrators can make use of cover here, blend into their surroundings.
Yeah.
And just -1 to hit rolls is a killer for Orks. It literally halves their firepower from 5s to 6s. But the Orks will shoot anyway, even if they shoot into the darkness. Gutter will be angry if the ammo crates are still full. 1 hit, they found something. I think you're on 3s to wound, strength 6, we are toughness 4 now. And a 1 doesn't wound, alright. So they've ducked all that firepower coming through. There's the rockets.
Yeah.
They could be blasts, maybe.
They are, yeah.
Yeah, it's an extra 2 shots.
He's got 2 of them, hasn't he? Yeah. So 2d3.
Oh boy, maxed out. So 6 shots. Is it 2 separate weapons? Are you on +4?
Yep. 2.
10 shots. Never seen that before.
Yes, but 6.
But 6s, yeah. I can see 3. It's good shooting. 2's to win now. All wounded. Nice.
That is -2.
-2. I think we have a 5+ in bond save. So we'll turn to that. So you try and block. We block 1 and they're damaged 3.
Yeah.
So we'll lose 2. That's a good hit. So we'll go these 2. These 2 infiltrators dropped.
And then the big shooters.
Yep.
It'll be 6. 6s. Note.
All right. Mike's using the green dice here to see how they do. It's Orks. Use the green dice for the Orks. Totally fine. It's very appropriate. But it's a set of dice that's had mixed results over the months. Okay, the big guns. Range 36. We'll get the extra. There's 2 kind of bonuses going on here. For blast, there'll be extra shots. And then if the unit is 10 or more, Mike gets 3 roll 1s as well.
Yeah, this is where I did my booby. Should have started here and then here.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because you got blast. You got your advantage of blast with the rockets. Okay. So you might. Well, there's all sorts of options to go for.
Yeah, no, I think I'll go for.
Secondaries, by the way, not too useful. Investigate signals, which is getting units into the corners and not shooting and picking up points. And the overwhelming force, which is destroying an enemy unit on an objective, which is these units across here. But really, it's only firepower that Mike can use to try and wipe them out. It's going to prove nigh on impossible this turn.
So I'll go into these.
Okay, the Rangers. So +2 to your shots.
Yeah, so d6 plus 2.
2, nice. 5, so 7.
2, 4, 6.
I'm not stealth, so you're going to need 4s.
Yeah, 4s. Rerolling 1s because you're a unit of 10 or more.
Yeah. This is good for the Orks, and some hits coming through, and it helps. 4 hits, looks of it.
Yeah.
2's to wound. 3 come through.
3.
We'll take our 5+ invulnerable save, which doesn't help, so we've lost 3. Good shooting. So we'll go 1, 2, and 3. So for Orks, in this list, their shooting's not been too bad here. Casualties are coming through. The main focus for them is close combat, but Mike will be happy to cause trouble with shooting. Got range.
Yep.
And line of sight. Here it comes.
So
D6 plus 2.
5.
5 shots. 5s this time, but still re-rolling his 1s. 1. And 2's to wound.
Yep.
And 5+ to block. Blocked that one on impulse save. Okay. Okay.
I'll do the def couplers and the...
Oh, yes. Into here.
Yeah.
Oh, no. This is trouble. This Defcopters could actually do very well out of this one.
Yeah, so...
This is an opportunity for them.
Great.
Oh, no.
So we'll ballistics go at 5, but it's blast. So D3
Yeah.
plus 1. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes, 8 shots.
6, 7, and 8.
Gonna need 5s. If you can get those hits, then turns into twin linked. There'll be damage to 3.
Yep.
3 come through. It's not too bad. It's just above average. It's all right. Green dice are behaving themselves at the moment.
3's the wound, yeah?
Yeah, 3's to wound. I'm toughness 7. Reroll those 2. Nice. It helps. 3 make it through.
-2.
At -2, so it takes you to a 5-up save. I'll claim cover across here with these and go to a 4-up save. I need a bit of toughness here. And we'll turn to... What? Tough. Chris Himes, Space Marines. And Sisters of Battle. So 4-ups here. I don't want to lose these so early on. Yeeh. There's nothing I can do. We've blocked 1. We do have, Tech Priest Dominus does grant 5+, feel no pain to try and disrupt this damage from coming through. I think we'll lose 1 at least. I don't want to lose a second. We'll try and get a 5+ here, which will really help. We do. We pass 2. So 1 wound comes through so far. And then on the same model, so it's this one here, on the same model, I'm going to try and go 5+, feel no pain. Oh, we almost save him. It's enough to cause 3 wounds in total. I'm not a 4 wound model. No, I'm 3 wounds. We lose 1. Okay, so 1 destroyed from here. Okay. Not too bad for the Orks. Again, the firepower's not been too bad at causing casualties here amongst Adeptus Mechanicus. Yeah, it's not over yet. The bikers are able to shoot here, even though they've advanced.
Yeah,
he's got himself a 9. We're saying the whole unit gets the bonus, so an extra draping -1 coming through. Mike's going to go after the breaches here.
So 2 of them were then range of 9 inches to get an extra 2 shots.
Right, yeah, extra shots as well, and then we'll just roll the whole lot together. That's fine. And there'll also be the Death Killer War Trike to shoot as well.
3.
We'll go with the Decker first of all.
Yep.
It's almost like the Orks have just got a point to prove, almost a lesson to teach the Admech who boast of their firepower. The Orks are delivering theirs
1
first.
CP.
Uh-oh.
They have the grenade keyword.
The grenade keyword?
Yep. So before I
I've
shoot,
not heard the like of this before.
before I shoot, I'm going to throw a grenade.
They really have the grenade keyword?
Yeah.
I've learnt something today. They do. What an opportunistic good idea. I'll do that in future. Drive-by grenade, yeah. Well, well, well. Is that 66 and 4-ups?
Yeah.
Take it.
6. Might as well get whatever I can.
Oh, bikers throwing grenades. Yeah, well, look. Fair's fair. They're armed with grenades. He's even got one in his mouth. Definitely got grenades. Go ahead. Mortal wounds. And they've just done a full house of hits. 6 mortal wounds.
There's no cap on it either, so yeah.
No cap.
No.
So I've just taken 6 mortal wounds.
Okay, 6 mortal wounds.
Well, there you go. That's I think the Orks have been patiently waiting to do that for the entire edition of 10th. 5+ feel no pain. We block 2, but we will take 4 mortal wounds. Devastating hit. We're going to lose this model here. I'm trying to keep some of the Autarchs alive, and then I'm going to have to put it here. We'll put a mortal wound on 2 Sam Hermes. If they start dropping, it's not good for the Admech. My main firepower comes from these, my backbone of the army, and if Mike's able to start ripping that away, Just through Orc firepower, let alone close combat, which is lining himself up for next turn. Oh dear. History never repeats, right? But it often rhymes. We could see that happening. So now we've got Dakar. We've still got firepower to come with the Death Killer War Trike as well. Grenades, what a move.
Yeah. So 5s because there's no AP or there's no menace.
When did you find out they had grenades? Just looking now.
Just looking now. Yeah.
Go ahead. That was some spot.
5s.
Can you imagine the Orcs like, we got grenades here, Sarge. Pull the pins.
I was genuinely looking to see what I could do to try and make this hurt.
Yeah. If I play Orcs, I'll be using that tactic, that's for sure.
So they've all hit.
That's a real ambush, because the way they can move so quick.
Yeah. And their weapons are assault, so
yeah,
they've all hit.
8 hits as well. Orcs are up for this.
Strength 5.
5 to wound. Are you twin linked?
Twin link.
Great. 5 to wound, rerollable. 2 have come through. And another 2. So 4. What's the total AP minus?
It's now AP 1.
AP 1. I've put it onto this model here. I had to do it really for coherency. He's in the open, so I'll roll 1 at a time on him. So I'm going to go for 4+ armor saves on Sam Hermes. So 4+, we pass. 4+, we pass. 4+, we pass, and we fail. And feel no pain, fails. We take another win. We've kept Sam Hermes alive. Servitor Sam, as he is here in this game. All right, so there he is, surviving all the Orc Dakar coming through. You can imagine the tracer rounds coming across in this direction. Okay, so switch now to the Death Killer War Trike.
Yep, so the Death Killer Bombstick.
Okay.
D6, or sorry, 6 attacks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also hitting on 5s.
Okay.
Just a
2, yeah.
And this is strength 5 again, yeah.
5's to wound.
No.
Okay.
And then I've got the...
It's been a good round of shooting from the Orcs. This army's not built for shooting, but they've picked off some good stuff here.
Killajet Burner, D6 attacks.
Torrent, I would imagine.
Yeah. For 5. 2, 4, 5. This is strength 5, so it'll be 5s again. Just
1.
a 1. He gets the AP as well, does he? With the unit, because they get the...
Yeah, it's a unit ability.
Unit, so it goes to minus...
Yeah,
2 now.
That's fine. 5+ save. Oh, we block it. They're tough enough. They are tough enough. And what has helped us for sure is the feel no pain. It's stopped some of the damage coming through. 4 of these are still potent enough.
So we're on to this then last.
Yep, okay. There's a fair bit of firepower here. So firepower from the battle wagon. It's got our case, so there's no firing deck available, but there's guns on this thing. The big shooters, there's a number of those, and they find themselves within range 18, so they're going to get all the extra shots. 20 shots.
20 shots, hitting on 5s.
Mike knows the importance of the breaches. He's gone after them here with as much firepower as he can muster.
Yeah, no.
Looking for 5s.
Yep, 5s.
Every hit, every wound counts. Just 2. Oh boy, it's disheartening, isn't it? Oh boy. Make the tower weep. Just 2 make it through. 5s to wound. Ah, none.
I have the lobber.
A lobber shot.
D6.
6 shots plus 1. Is it blast?
Yep.
Okay, 7 then. And 5s.
5. We need a lot of 5s.
And none. Okay.
Just won't say nothing from that one.
No, just don't say what you need to the green dice. It's one of the rules.
That's
You got a cannon shot. I think you have not the big cannon, but the little cannon. Pretty sure he does get that. Yeah, the K for cannon, the small cannon, the one that fires frag or a single crack shot. It's like a.
I'll just single crack shot because of where I'm rolling here at the minute.
Yeah, no, okay, missed, and that's firepower from that finished. I think it's firepower from everybody. The Orks have finished shooting. Not too bad. That's the casualties there, generated from Orc firepower, which is above the usual amount from them. Again, as we said, they placed their emphasis on close combat. Mike's pushed forwards, lined himself up for potential charges. The Warg, I know it's coming next turn. I don't think you got any charges in, right?
Nope.
No. Okay. In which case, we'll calculate points. So I think there's any coming through, and we'll head on to the first turn of the game for the Adeptus Mechanicus. So, yeah, grenades. We've been talking about grenade strategy. Fantastic move there with the bikers. Both cards being dumped here for secondaries. No points coming through. We're going to turn 1 for the Adeptus Mechanicus. To survive, they've got to do well with their firepower for sure. They've got to try and blunt this Orc attack before it gains momentum. Turn 1 for the Admech next. Alright, so movement here for the Adeptus Mechanicus, responding to the Orcs as best as they can. Once again, the Orcs have surged up the board, preparing and ready to go with a Warg next turn. Admech, what do? Do we pull back and try and buy time? We've gone semi-aggressive, also semi-trying to contain the Orcs. We're going to try and blunt their attack as much as we can. We'll see what happens. Overwhelming force, so destroy enemy units on objectives, such as these. There's a mech gun across there, but it's safe enough. And then deploy teleport homer is the other one. So a unit that's eligible to shoot, perform an action inside the opponent's deployment zone, or within 6 inches of the centre of the ball, which we are going to go for to try and pick up some points. So we know they're coming. I've formed an L shape across here with these infiltrators to try and screen. Brought the breaches out to present some firepower's different targets for them to go after. Just keep them within 6 of the battle line unit, but moving up here to lend some firepower support. Then Rush Stalkers have moved through, single file to leave a gap for the cavalry, and then rolled up an average sort of advanced roll for them. I tried to create a gap for them to move further through, but they've swung around to here. There'll be a bit of shooting available from them. Infiltrators not too bold, but pushing through, getting within 6 inches, and within 3 inches to claim that central objective as well. They're going to have Orc Boys to deal with, though, next turn, no doubt. Dune Crawlers have remained where they are. This one's been granted a 5+ feel no pain, and then the Attack Priest Engine Seer has moved off across in this direction. And then across here, paid a CP to auto advance 6. We are in Conqueror Imperative, so our weapons count as assault. We've swung around here 11 inches onto the objective and to present some flanking fire into the Gorkanaut. I don't think we're going to have enough potency to bring it down, but we should be able to cause some damage. We'll see how well they get on. It is a full squad, and then just a regular 6-inch move with these to stay in range and to provide some firepower support against the truck. We really are going into the Hornet's Nest across here because that truck's got boys inside, and then if we annoy Ripper enough, he'll come out to play as well. So Admech, what do? We can't shrivel up and shy away. We have to take the fight to the Orcs, but it's a tricky business for sure, as we know from past experience. We'll go on to shooting phase for the Admech next. Going to start with these because they're only able to go into that truck, so unleash everything they have. Might be able to pick off a few wounds. So regular move from them. Skitarii Rangers will start off with the Transtronic Arquebus. So 1 shot needing a 4. All right. Toughness on you?
8.
Probably 8, yeah. So I think we need a 5. Oh, we got it. AP -2. In the open.
6 up.
6 up to block.
Nope.
Okay. Damage of D3. Yeah, 2 wounds.
28.
Down to 8 left. Just whilst to remember, radiation. So we just roll these up here. There's no choice for Mike to make. It's just a 3. Was it?
Not my deployment's on.
Oh, is he? He's out. Good for you. All right, fine. And he's out. Yeah. They're all out. Just 2 grot guns then. That one over there, 3 up.
5 up.
No, this one is just a guaranteed 3 up. Yeah, it's changed now. Oh, my banner fell down. That's not a good omen. Back up. There we go. And then the other gun. Got it on 2 6s, yeah. So it's just a single mortal wound on each of those 2 guns, just as the radiation. Yeah, sort of represents one of the grots. Just
we're running out of red dice here, look.
the spread of wounds here across the board. All right, nipping away, eating away with the effects of radiation. Okay, so anyway, 2 wounds caused. We'll now turn to this, which is an arc rifle. Am I within range 15? I think we are. In which case,
so,
yeah, we're going to get 2 shots then. And that'll give us 4s for hits. Oh boy, this is quite significant because it's anti-vehicle 4+, devastating wounds. One gets through. The damage is D3. And it's 3 wounds. Straight through. Good shooting, lads. Then we go Plasma Caliber. One of those. Which will go Supercharge. Sure we must. So it'll be 2 shots. One hit comes through. Strength 8, so 4s for a wound. Oh! And then we'll do a hazardous test now. Every time, every game. So that's him. Every game he's done that. Okay. Then must have been at the same training academy as one of James's guardsmen that always rolls off. We'll do some plasma rifle shots or some galvanic rifles. So one can't see at all. So we're looking at 4s. And then we're looking at 6s. Strength 4. 1 comes through. No minus. So 4 up. A wound taken. Dropping down to 4 wounds left. All right. Damage not too bad at all. Okay. All right. So we'll stick to our plan here. We're going to offload these into the Gorkanaut. The front 2 have got no cover at all. It's totally open. So we'll do those separate. The rest, Mike will get cover, which will help him. We'll then also go for rapid fire. They're all in rapid, all in 15. So that will give the front 2 4 shots each. Can you do anything? Arders Nails or any kind of...
The only one is Arders Nails, but you said you were anti-infantry.
Anti-vehicle 4+. So I don't think that's going to help you. Yeah. The only thing it would affect would be him. Which he has a damage 3, strength 7 shot. So it's not worth it now. All right, so I'll do those front ones. First of all, I'm looking for a friend here. We've got in range 6, so we're rerolling our hit rolls. And there is an AdMech player in here. I know there is. Here it is, Nicholas Lucas, AdMech. So we're looking for 4s. Oh, boy, and rerollable. God. Right, off to a good start. 2 lethals come through. I'll roll the wounds up for these now. So we're looking at
4s.
Straight up 4s. Boy, oh boy. Don't think there's anything that can help with my wound rolling. That's it. So those 4 come through. -2 in the open is 5 up. So 4 dice needing 5s. Each one's damaged 3. I don't think we're going to bring this thing down here unless, well, we'll just... here we go. Dave Humphries for Orks, yeah. He's actually AdMech as well.
I'm going to let Dave decide.
Okay.
What do we say, 5 ups?
Yeah, 5 ups and 4s. It's just the ones with shooting in the open. Block 2. That's a good enough result. So 6 damage taken.
Yeah, down to 14.
This is the other 4 models. All right, some lethals, some hits, and then we'll go again. Ah, man. Okay.
That's nasty.
And then we're looking at anti-vehicle 4+, nice. All right, so Mike's on saves of 4+ now on 8 dice. You're looking at an average result here of 12 more wounds coming through. So you just need an average or above average result here for the Gorkanaut to survive. It's pressure enough. We'll continue on with the Dave Humphries roll.
4s, yeah.
Yeah. This is a big one.
Yeah.
Come on, reroll and standbys. Wow, Mike's got a fantastic result. Well, there you go. Okay. Yes. Oh no.
Yep.
Which way will that Gorkanaut go? It's still alive. Down to how many?
Yep.
8 wounds left. We've ripped a chunk out of it. Half electrocuted the crew. Fried the wiring, but that thing's still going to keep going. Saint Priest Manipula, single shot from him, needing a 3. And he missed. Reroll.
Yeah.
Gets his hit. 5's for a win, though. Oh, no, failed. All right. So 5 power from them is completely finished. 5 power's finished across here. Mike's positioned that thing so that he has no angle across to these, so I can't continue shooting. into that with the Onager Dune Crawlers. But these do have a field of fire towards the battle wagon. Right, going to turn to the Dune Crawlers here, the trio of these. They're going to put their Cognitive Heavy Stubbers, they can all see, you're going to put them into the bikers. And then the neutron lasers, all in range, all in line of sight, can see through to the battle wagon. In response, Mike's gone for Arda's Nails on that vehicle, so it's -1 to the wound roll, which means I'll go from 3s to wound to 4s to wound. Remember, there's no wargs, so there's no invuln save, but I think you got a built-in 6 up.
Yeah.
Mike will get cover.
Puts me to 6 up anyway if it's -4.
Yeah. You don't start on a 2 up. Don't think so. Just worth a check, but surely not. Probably must be a 3 up.
No, it's a 3 up. I just want to double check.
Okay.
No, so it's toughness 12.
Yeah, usually tough enough, but these are coming in at strength 16. All right, so we'll fire with these then. First one is a Vagabond. 2 shots, needing 3s, because we sat still. 1 hit comes through. 3s to wound becomes 4s to wound. Oh, failed. So we're in mutual agreement just to do my Dakar afterwards. We'll just roll on to the next one. Next one is Longbow BB. 2 shots, needing 3s. 6 and 1. 4s to wound. Goes through. 6 to block.
Yeah. They're not lethal as well, are they? No.
No.
Nope.
D6 plus 1. Alright, 5 damage.
Down to 11.
Down to 11. Doing okay. And the last one is commanded by Valhalla Field Marshal Robert. Die-hard Imperial Plan.
How much damage did you do, sorry?
5.
5 down to 10 because remember you're taking wounds from the...
Oh boy. 2 shots. All 2 hits. 4s to wound. 1 comes through. 6 to block.
Oh.
No. And D6 plus 1. 7. Oh.
And 3.
3 left. All right. Good firepower support. That's the switch over to neutron lasers. Has proved useful. The 3 of these is the ideal situation. All after the same target. All sitting still. And the damage coming through. Not too bad at all. Battle Wagon's still alive, but it's taken very heavy damage. I've done the Dakar across from all of these combined, resulting in a single wound coming through. Michael put that on one of the bikers. Where will he go? He'll go front here. Yeah, I'll try and extend the range for our charges. Going to fire some shots to the cavalry. It's quite rare. We've been using them in our game so far, but the 2 carbines are in range. The rest is out. So 2 phosphor blast carbines. They are interesting. They are at D6 shots. They are blasts. It's going to be D6 plus 1. And ignores cover as well. So we'll just go roll them both together. So it's 7 shots. It's going to be 9 in total. And so 6, 9. Then he 4s. And then he 4s. A wound comes through. Ignoring cover. A save of 4+. And it's hold facing 4. Passed. So no impact from them. Next, we'll turn to the Rangers. Just lots of firepower. Hopefully it makes some difference. So we'll go with the Rangers on top. They'll offload into here. So we'll go Transonic Arquebus, needing the 4. Missed. We'll go with the Arc Rifle, rapid fire. 2 shots. 1 hit comes through. It's trying to wound on a 3, I believe, for being strength fate. Yep, that goes through. So we've taken Omnispexes on these Rangers. They get ignores cover. So that comes through at strength fate. It's AP -1, so a save of 5+.
5+.
Yeah. He blocked it. It would have been D3. That would have been useful. Plasma Caliver. We'll not learn our lesson. We'll supercharge. And missed. I'll do the hazardous roll now. And then we've got a Mechanicus pistol, which will be in range, but misses. And then the rest will be rifles. 12 shots. Need 4s. Not hitting these bikers. And no wounds at all coming through. Dear oh dear. Right, that's firepower from them. Finish. Very low impact at the moment from the AdMech. So I'm going to fire these now across there. Transonic Arquebus. Does hit because we didn't move. Oh, it does wound. We'll put that through onto the character. So we'll put it through onto Zog himself. It's AP -2, ignoring cover. So Zog -2.
5 up invuln.
Okay.
Nope.
Goes through. D3 damage. 2 wounds caused. Okay, Death Killer will track. Can use a Those, yeah, or red dice, whatever. I think we ran out of red dice. They can go on there. Just knock it down. Okay. All right. So then we'll go for the rifles. Well, our numbers have been dropped though, so we're down to 6 shots with the rifles. It's better shooting. Not the 3, so it's not heavy. 2 wounds do come through. No minuses, so with cover, 3 ups.
Do you not ignore cover?
We do, sorry, we do, yeah.
So 1 goes through.
1 goes through. 1 wound caused, so that's on him. Yeah. Not enough to destroy a model yet. 1 shot from the arc rifle. Does hit on a 4. Doesn't wound, and we'll leave it at that. That's 5 power from them finished. Right, 50 shots from these with their pistols going into the bikers. If your toughness 6, it's going to be 6s to wound. It's not too much to worry about. Looking for 4s. I thought 5 power would really hurt them bikers, but we have barely scratched them. 6s. Looking at 2 saves. Models in the open. Maybe you can roll up 1 at a time and transfer to the back if you want to try and gain cover.
No, because my intention is to try and
keep these away. So you want to go here. So they're in the open, yeah. So 2 saves of 4+ in that case. And 1 gets through. It's enough to kill that biker that's taken the wounds. And then we'll just go again. Need 4s. And then we need 6s. Another 2. Another 2 saves of 4+. And another 1 sneaks through. All right. So the biggest threat to these, as it stands, I think, if I can keep Mike away out of close combat, would be the copters. So I'm going to shoot at them with these. I would love to have shot them, but the copters will kill me. And I've got to try and preserve these. I've got to try and think of survival here. Yeah, 8 shots of these. Volkite blasters just in range 24 as well. I've got to put everything into those. So we're looking at 8 shots in total. 8 shots doesn't sound too great, but we do have sustained hits. And we're rerolling our hit rolls. I'm going to commit this to someone that's friendly on our side. We'll go Michael Fryer, Space Marine player. He'll defend the Imperium. Looking for 4s. Just the 2. Man, you've got to do better than that. Alright, it's a slight improvement. No sustained. Oh, man. Anti-vehicle 4+. We're not going to wipe him out here. Oh, it's a good recovery. Right, so these make it through. These are AP -2, bit of cover. So 5 ups.
Yep, many.
4.
3, 4. What's the damage?
Damage 3 each time.
So
2 will kill them, yeah. Ah, none. That'll be 2 copters. Alright. That's a bit of a... that's a good result for sure. 1 left. That is a good result for us. 5 power coming in from the Warlord here. 3 shots to the Volkite Blaster. He needs 3s. He's got all of his hits. Oh, sustained. Now this is a fantastic result because we've now got 5 hits in total. The Volkite Blaster is strength 5, so 5s to wound. But we do have devastating wounds and it's damage 2. Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Volkite Blaster, no effect. Alright, okay, so we'll leave it as it is. 1 copter remains though, 2 brought down. That will blunt their firepower for sure. But it has meant that we've directed our firepower away from this and away from the battle wagon as well. And for those of you screaming at the screen, saying, why don't you shoot that? I can't even see it at all. This is completely blocked line of sight, so these cannot see the battle wagon on 3 wounds left. Okay, so damage-wise, kind of... We've put a lot of wounds on things that haven't yet been removed, such as the battle wagon and the Gorkanaut, but that's not good. We need to eliminate targets, but we've failed to do so. Just looking around for any other firepower. I think we're finished. And in which case we'll go on to charges, which, yes, there are. The Rush Stalkers are here. They've got +2 to their charge because they emerged from within range of these, which give them +2. So we're going to try and charge the bikers. I wonder if Mike wants to Overwatch.
No.
No, all right. We'll go ahead with
In
this.
fairness, that is a
Temptation.
But no, I'm okay.
All right, we'll roll up this charge. I think we need something like a 5 or a 6 to get in. We've rolled a 6. We'll check this one. Okay, so we've charged in with those. I've then decided to move these in. Now, I wanted to keep the door closed on this flank. So the way I reckon you can do it is I rolled up an 8-inch charge, flooded models in from across here, blocking off the others that they can't make base contact. And so I've been able to leave them where they are. You're allowed to just leave them where they are. So we've got those in, a couple across here, but managed to keep these across like so. All right. So I'm going to, that's all the charges, no other charges taking place. They advanced across, I'd love to charge them, but we can't with the breaches as they advanced. So we're going to pick a combat. We'll go the Rush Stalkers first. We'll make a pile of moves, see how many models get to fight him. So charges taking place, we're zooming in so you capture the flavour of what's going on. Infiltrators and Rush Stalkers meeting together here, forming this wedge to try and keep the Orks back from flowing through here and also round here as well. So very tactical stuff here with these scouting units, but there they go. They'll strike first here against Zog. Mike's on 1 CP. He's saying he doesn't want to use Arda's Nows. If this unit's removed, it'll free him up to shoot at these.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't know, but I could fall out comp.
You could survive and pull out a close combat. Yes, you could. Yeah. He's gonna do it. He's gonna spend his. He's gonna spend his CP. All right. We're using the Valhalla Field Marshal Robert dice on the Rush Stalkers. We've piled them in. We're gonna get 7 attacking. 3 of them are out of it. So we'll make our attacks here. These attacks are all precision. We're going to try and root out Zog if we can. We'll go for an assassination attempt. I wish these Rush Stalkers hit on 3s. They used to, but they now hit on 4s. But we've still got plenty of attacks. I'm rolling the leader in with them as well because it makes no difference. He's anti-infantry 3+, devastating wounds, but these are bikers, so they're all going to roll together. 4 attacks using transonic blades. Needing 4s. Now, they are devastating wounds, but we're going to need 6s. I don't know. All of our hits and wounds and devastating wounds can go precision. Can't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to be... You've gone for Arda's Nows.
Yeah, so it will be 6s.
Oh. All right. 6s for devastating wounds. There's 7 wounds to try and get through. Impossible. Whoa. Scary moment. 4 have come through, sorry. 4 devastating wounds have come through, allocated onto Zog. So he's going to drop down to 3 wounds left. But he's safe. No one else has got precision. It's dropping down to 3 left on Zog. So he's still alive. And as I said, no one else has got precision. I move on to the infiltrators next. I'm not going to move them. So we're going to fight with the ones positioned as they are, which is the front 4 and these 2. They just get 2 attacks each. So it's going to be 12 attacks with these. So that's 10, 11, and 12. We'll turn to another Imperial friend. And we'll go for... Michael German here. Raven Guard. In this instance, he does play Chaos Space as well. So we're looking at 4s. 6s are great. All right. Let's take away all of those. Sustained hits of 2. So we'll add in another 6, like so. These are strength 6, toughness 6. So 4s to win becomes 5s. Just the 2. Dear me. Normal armor saves. 2 saves of 4+.
2 4+, yep.
And it's on regular bikers. And they do go through.
Damage.
Damage 1. And there's a model 1 wound. So he will go. But low impact from the infiltrators. So the main aim for us is to just try and slow the Orks, not destroy them. All right, so Mike's going to strike back here. He's putting all of his attacks into the infiltrators.
Yep, so 3, 6, 9 attacks from just the normal bikes.
He's trying to crowbar the door open. This is what it is.
Yep.
He's trying to do.
So I'll do it here. 2s. Because of
the War Boss, yeah, great. Yeah. Well, not the War Boss, the definitely War Track.
Sustained.
Yep.
Strength. 4.
Toughness 4.
4's in.
4's to end, yeah. This is chopper set. 2.
2. -1, 1 damage.
5 ups. Past 1. 1 wound taken. So I put the wound onto here. I don't want to take it from here. And then Mike can go for
Power Claw, yeah.
Power Claw attacks.
This will be 3s.
Nice. Oh, please, no. 2 6s. Well done. Sustain. These will be damage 2.
Yeah.
2's to wound.
2's to win, yeah.
4 make it through. Fantastic result.
-2 damage, yeah.
Block 2, though, with invuns.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to slay the wounded model. And I'll take this one here as well. Take those 2 away. All right.
2, 4.
War boss next.
Hitting on 2s.
Oh, he's good. And sustained.
Yeah. Winning on 2s. Start rolling these 1s.
Ooh, 2 1s being rolled.
-3, 2 damage.
5 plus invulnerable saves. None. Uh-oh. So carefully selected this model, and then those 2. Coherence is a smaller unit now. Coherence is fine. But there's a small gaps opened up here. No extra attacks for him, any extra kind of stuff going on.
No.
All right. Okay. Devastating for them. They're dangerous enough. There's no warg, but still they're chopping their way through. Smashing up the matchstick men. All right, so combat's resolved across here. Just a bit of a stalemate here. Admech trying to bog down the Orks as they try and find gaps in the line to try and break through with their tougher units. Okay, so we'll calculate points as we finish off turn 1. Very eventful so far. Okay, so we've dumped as overwhelming force. Deploy teleport home was achieved. 3 points picked up. We're off the mark. 3 points to 0. Turn 1 comes to an end. Very early stage here in the battle. We'll go on to the second turn of the game. No doubt we'll hear the bellowing sounds of a warg being declared. Can the Orks break in? We'll have to see. We'll go on to the second turn of the game coming up next. Mike's turn 2, he's just finishing off his move. Bit of Overwatch has been declared, so we'll come back to it in just a moment. Deploy teleport home and no prisoners. So destroy enemy units. And the same card that I had, it's either in the enemy's deployment zone, which Mike's not going to do, or within 6 inches of the centre of the battlefield, unit that's eligible to shoot. Don't shoot with it, sit there and pick up the points. So Warg's obviously gone off. Mike's got loads of charges lined up here. It's looking healthy on this flank and healthy enough across here as well. And then guns and support. 10 points picked up for primaries. This one, as Mike did have battle shock, but that was removed. Fresh battle round, so the bikers picked up the points for that. So 10 points coming through for primaries. It stretched across the other side of the board. So I'll go back round to the Admech side here, and you can see how the Orks have moved in. So over on this flank, I was waiting with Overwatch, where to Overwatch. So many options available with these. Elected not to Overwatch at all. Mike's disembarked here with the Meganobs and advanced.
Yes. Did the Eerie go with him to give him the +2 to advanced charge?
He's going to try and dagger these out of the way and then blast his way through. So my screen is not going to be so useful. Boys have disembarked as well. Battle wagons pushed up, but using this as cover. One copter's landed here. Bikers pull back out of close combat. Boys disembark to move around. This is all going really well here for the Orks, I think. The empty truck's just on points, harvesting the centre of the battlefield. And then across here, tricky one, as disembarker with Gut Ripper, I've elected to Overwatch them, which will resolve in just a moment. It's created a gap, though, for the Gorkanaut to push through. So that'll go in against the breachers, as well as the boys disembarked, and the truck's backed off around the corner. So it looks like Mike's got units ready to engage on both flanks. It's looking healthy enough. And once again, the AdMech find themselves in trouble. We did cause heavy... Our firepower is better. We did cause heavy damage against the battle wagon, but we didn't destroy it. And we did cause heavy damage against the Gorkanaut, but we didn't destroy it. And Orks have lined themselves up once again for a fantastic charge across the board. But Overwatch next. Full squad of breachers going into Gut Ripper's bodyguard. Maxwell Knuckles on the dice, all in rapid fire range, going to Gut Ripper's bodyguard. This will be dangerous enough if we can get 6s, which we have got some. We've got 4. We'll re-roll these because the battle line unit nearby. Uh-oh. All right, we've got 8 in total. So we'll not stop this unit. 3s, 2, sorry, they're all lethal. So straight on to a 5+ invulnerable save and 8 dice. Each one that goes through will cut a knob down, but it won't get through to the Ripper. His bodyguard's going to protect him. How many will drop? We'll see. Mike's blocked 3, which is okay. 5 slain, half the squad brought down, but half remain, crucially. And they've protected the big boss. Alright, so that's the situation. Cross there, gunning down half the squad. But that's just sort of anticipated casualties. Mike's happy enough to concede that. And charge the rest of the army. It's a good trade-off.
Yeah, because you have no one drop now.
And his movement phase is not finished yet. He's going to bring in some deep strikers as well, I think.
So
It's full of, he's one cunning orc, I have to say. It's full of ideas that work for the orcs. Mike has become, I think, an adept commander with them.
So just out of...
Dropping those just out of 9. Yeah, okay. He's now bringing in the Storm Boys.
Just, I didn't see him sitting behind the wee ammo.
All right, well, let me finish off here. See if he brings in... He's bringing in 1 unit. See if he brings in the other. I think I'm too brash with my breaches. I push them too far forwards. They need to be further back. But I'm trying to think of the game where you have to be... It's a real difficult one. But yet again, both units of breaches find themselves in trouble early on in this game, which is not a good situation to be in. If they were parked... That's what I'm thinking. If they were parked up around here, and the Orks were at a greater distance away, it'd be a healthier situation for us. Just have to play the patient game and then try and counterattack back onto the objectives. But if you concede 3/4 or 2/3 of the battlefield to the Orks, they'll just reap the victory points. It really does put you in a tricky situation when facing off against an army that's happy to surge across the whole of the board.
Yep.
Shooting phase. Here we go.
I'll make it sample. Just 10 shots here.
Okay, sluggers.
And 10.
Going into the breaches.
Yep.
Mike thinks he's got a sneaky charge across here if he goes for both units. Be a stretchy one, but it's possible.
I think it was 8.
Yep.
5s. 2. 3. And then...
5s.
5s. Nope.
Okay. And it appears most of Mike's army's got grenades. All the boys' squads have got grenades. Even the blessed Deathcopters have got them.
Yeah.
And I go on our profiles for our stuff. We don't have any. But anyway, what can we do?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this unit into here too.
Okay.
So they are sluggers. There's only 5 left.
Yeah, we'll press on with this. Oh, I was going to say insignificant firepower. We'll do the small Dakar stuff here for the Orks, give you a summary on that. We'll come back to the bigger guns. All right, just a report on shooting. So we took a wound from firepower across here. Firepower from him into here, killed 2. That's from the Gorkanaut. Firepower from all the Dakar and extra guns from this. Pistols, just ganging up on these, trying to clear them out of the way. Big shooter's really proven to be effective in the end. There's about 7 or 8 shots, hits coming through, lots of wounds, and a failed load of saves, and suddenly lost a load of models. Still kept these 2 here, just trying to keep these back, but it's proven difficult. So that's where we're up to. Copters elected to go. They didn't want to go after those in the end. Where did they go in the end? They fired into here as well, didn't they? Yeah. Okay, so what we've got left is 2 grot guns. This one's firing all the way down here. It has range 36.
Yeah, 36.
All right, in he goes. D6 shots. Come on, grots. If Mike can clear 1 or 2 of these out of the way, it'll make a nice clear path for the Meganobs. And it's so important. It's going to go Patronic. And it's Ray cross dice, how bizarre. D6 number of shots.
Yeah.
Oh, he span on a 6.
Good.
3 shots. 5s.
5s. I just need
1 or 2, yeah.
2 would be nice. None. That's why I don't say it out loud.
Right, okay. And then this is a tricky business across here. Well, I don't know how that's going to work out. We'll have to try and figure out that one, see if it's possible. It might be... I think you've got... Just judging this, I think you've got a gap if you charged first. You'd obviously have to declare against them and them and try and flow round. So I think there's a tiny narrow gap where you could make it. Dare I say it? I'm just saying. I think his base is too fat, though, to get through that gap across there. He'll have to send his mates round and then just barge in. I don't know, but that seems like the only possibility. If they go first, you could clear them out of the way. But
here's the idea. If they made it in, and he did, plant was base there, yep.
Yes, the others flowed around. And tapped into. You can still do coherency. Yeah, you can still do that, yeah.
And these fought first and killed that. I can then pile in.
Oh, flow through that way. Oh. Yeah. Right, so you'd ideally want all those to get around here, him to get to there, keep his coherency, them to go into there, eliminate them, and then flow. Oh, okay, right. All right. Good shenanigans going on here, but it's all legal.
This last one, that's one I'm going to the horses.
Oh, he's going to shoot the cavalry as well. Okay.
Yeah. So...
D6 plus 1 this time.
D6 plus 1, yeah.
5 shots. No stealth with these. No. 4s. Could be a good shot. All right, 2 hits come through. 2's to win. I think we get 5 plus info. We do. Oh. Straight D6. Just don't roll 1s.
You said it out loud. So, first one.
Got them. All right, got 2. I'll go for pistol, people. Take away those 2. All right. That's it. I think that's firepower finished here for the Orks. So we're going to go on to charges. This is their moment of truth. So Mike wisely goes to the Gorkanaut first to make sure he gets in. Then all the Ripper and the smaller bases will go in next. 3 inches, but they're thankfully close enough. Oh dear, what a sandwich. Oh, this is going to be messy for the Admech. Once again, he's going for the spine of this Admech force, taking out the tougher stuff.
Yeah. These needed, I think, was it in it?
He's ambitious.
Yeah, so we'll declare
both.
All
right. It's the flows of Mike today. Oh, doesn't go ahead. And no command reroll. All right, so that doesn't go in, but the main thing was to go after the breaches. Mike's got some heavy hitting stuff going in for sure.
So that was a 9 here.
9-inch charge, yeah, because he's 9 inches away. They fly as the crow flies, and no, in case they don't go in.
It's not going well.
Okay.
Chopper.
Do you want to... Oh, you do whatever order you want.
I'll do these boys first and that, yeah.
Yeah.
6.
They'll be in.
Yeah.
Quite comfortably. All right, so that looks like that. Healthy enough.
So I just need to measure this out.
Yeah, we'll measure this one out. Yeah, I think it's something like a 7. It's an 8-inch charge. So from there to there is about 8.5. So it should be an 8-inch charge. Here we go.
Yeah.
6-inch charge. Blame the Patreon, Mike. This is huge. If these get in, our flank's going to start rotting away. Blood Angels Ryan, who is a Blood Angels player, but also he plays Orks. And here it comes. 7. Happy birthday. It goes ahead. Right, well done, Mike. We'll position these models. They flow through and they've made it to the breaches. All right, so this combat looks like this. So flowed through with 4. And then to complete the unit coherency, pushed in with 2. Everyone's looking in good shape. And then there's a gap left here for the boys to flow through. Mike rolls 7, and in they go against here. And the idea is that Mike fights first of these, strips those away, and then piles in with the Mega Knobs and the boss in Mega Armor. So Just about, but it's looking okay. We'll go on to combat resolution here. I've got 1 CP, so there's not much I can do. We're just going to have to take these hits coming through it. Both flanks have now been hit hard here as the Orks charge home. So we get... we're going for this combat across here. Tech Priest Manipulus and his squad. Once per game, we're going to activate Defend the Divine Work. A 4+ invulnerable save for this phase. If ever we need it, it's now. Mike's going to fight first with the Gorkanaut.
What's your normal save on these?
3 up.
So you're going to go to a 4 up and then a 4 up invuln anyway?
Yes.
Well, then I do the 15 attacks.
Yeah.
Because you'd be put to 4 up and it's 2 damage each time.
Yes.
So, and it's strength 9 now, so it'll be 3s.
You use the big attack if it's a big tank. We're actually fighting its mini tanks, so you go for the multi attacks. So 15 attacks.
15, it'll be 16 because of the WoW.
Yes. 6 is a pop extra. We're doomed. We're utterly doomed.
16. Because I run a WoW and I add 1 to my hit roll, so I'll be hitting on 2s.
Okay. Nate Miller.
Yep,
it's fine. Yeah. He plays Xenos, so.
So 2s.
2s. Give me the 1s. 1, 6.
Just the 1 sustained.
Okay.
Great.
Strength. 3's to end.
It'll be strength 9 now, so yeah.
Okay.
3, 6, 9.
Damage of 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And -2.
-1.
-1. 4 ups anyway, yeah, alright. So we'll go for 4 pluses then. It's too many dice. I need someone to protect me. Carl Roden, I call upon his tyrannic chitin. It's not going to help too much. 4s. Damage 2 at a time. There's enough there to slay that 1 model over there, and enough to kill 2 more. So we've lost half the squad. They've been butchered here by the Gorkanaut. Right, so casualties removed. This is Mephisto's squad, by the way, trying to survive. I put the tag on a tough squad, but not so tough against an Ork Warg. So we are going to roll on to the Knobs and Ripper. Ripper, I think, wants to save the boss for himself, and he'll use his bodyguard to strip down.
Yeah.
What's left of the breaches?
So power claws 1.
I think you're on 3 attacks each.
3, 4.
With half the squad, so 15.
5, and then +1 for the wall.
Or another one on top.
No. Yep. 3 attacks each, yep. Because, and then the wall.
So 3 + 1.
Yep. And I'm hitting on 3s.
Because of the war boss.
War boss, yeah.
6 is a pop extra as well.
Yeah.
The Orks touch you, you're dead.
That's Michael's rolling the dice.
1. He's defying the odds here. He's going against statistics, but there's so many attacks, it's kind of bypassing it. Strength 10, so 3's to wound. It's no kind of devastator or anything, but there's plenty have come through. Plenty. 9 again, in 4 ups. Not enough. Damage 2, right?
2, yeah.
1, 2, and 3. You have wiped them out, which means that Ripper can dish out the final bit of damage here. You can personally take on the Tech Priest Manipulus. Ripper not interested in negotiating and trading for scrap metal. He wants to turn the Manipulus into scrap metal here.
4 for the wall.
Oh no, of course. Ripper's dangerous.
Right, here's a question for you. No, it's fine. Because the wall adds 1 to the attacks characteristic, but this is same when the wall is declared add 4.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, so you don't get the extra one, do you?
I think so.
Oh, okay. 5 and 4 is 9.
Yeah, I think both rules combine. It doesn't say instead of, does it?
No.
Go ahead, get it.
So,
2s.
Twos, yeah.
The Manipulus needs a miracle.
And we've got 1, 2.
6 is great.
This is strength 11.
3s. Because simultaneous, because he Manipulus isn't toughness 7, you see, but it's all simultaneous rolling up. Yeah, well, we'll throw it out there. I think the way we've usually played it is that it's all simultaneous. So my bodyguard was there, and we're going by that. Let us know if you think that once they're removed, Gut Ripper now fights against only his toughness. We don't think so, but
no. I think we are in anyway.
In which case, we're 3s to wound.
2, 4, 6, 8.
-2.
-2, 2 damage. Yeah.
Manipulus surely must die. Believe in miracles? Not today. Manipulus is dead on 12 damage, which is enough to kill 3 Manipuluses. Oh, I was going to roll to see if he explodes. Right, he's gone. So that's Lucas Brown, his squad. So there's 2 Phoenix Swords brought down. Mephisto's bodyguard squad, and then Lucas Brown as well on the Manipulus. Well, there you go. That flank has collapsed. Oh dear. History is repeating itself here. This Grudge battle is going the Orcs' way. All right, pick a combat.
Boys.
Fighting here. Okay, they're all in. They don't need to push any further. So this is a Warg. They're going to strike well here against the Ruststalkers. So Power Claw going in first. As Mike's using the artist formerly known as Veej. He's an Orcs player.
So 4s?
On their own 4s, yeah. 4s. 6s are great. All missed to the Power Claw. Okay. Next is regular boys attacks. Mike's going to do 2 lots of 18 here. If the attacks come through.
3s.
3s fits. 6s are good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, so sustain just means you can just replace all those misses. 3s to wind. I think you're strength 5, right, on the charge?
Yep.
3s to wind. And there's a bit of Vapor Mask going on, so we'll drop to a 5+. Just the weight of attacks hopefully will be enough.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Alright, 10 saves of 4+. Sorry, 10 saves of 5+. So it's enough to kill 1, 2, 3.5. And then the other half of the attacks coming through, another 18. This might survive with some models, but might dent the squad. All good, yeah. 3s to wind. It's just a bad match. It's a bad match, Orcs against Hatmac. Maybe we can just never win. Who knows?
10, 11.
11 saves. And in 5s again. So it's enough to kill 4, 5, 6.5 slain in total. So that's the situation now. We've been cut down severely. Mike will go with the chopper next. Bits attacks.
4. There's a 3 and then
3s to wind. Should come through. 5 ups to block would be handy. No, it's enough to slay another one. So we'll lose the model that's taken the wind and then put that wind onto him. Got a few models left that can fight back. Okay, but we'll press on with more combats coming up here with the Orcs. So going over into this flank now. See how well Grog does. But, tactically, Mike wants to fight with the boys first of all. So 4 attacks with the Power Claw, needing 4s. Power Claw could just do this by itself. With that roll, he could. Yeah, 4 hits. 2s to wind. Oh, okay, 5 ups. Blocks 1. All right, so we'll lose the wounded model. And then the boys of their attacks, surely it's a formality now. You can just do 18, Mike. It's all trying to kill just the one model. So this should be easy peasy. It's just a formality here. It's just, yeah, Mike won't stop rolling dice so keep going out. And 3s. I'm just going to roll these. 6. We're dead. So we'll remove him. Mike will sit where he is, and then now it's part of the plan, he'll now push through these. So, unfortunately, Grog's not made it in, but with the piling move, it's enabled another knob to make it in, so all 5 of the Mega Knobs will fight. That could well be enough. They are dangerous enough on the charge. They'll get devastating wounds.
Yeah.
As Mike seeks to collapse the Admech right-hand flank. It really is effective. I've had comments come through from Orc players that have been taking this approach of their Orc force, using the 2-pronged war boss approach, and it served them well. So, and it's working once again. The Orcs don't just all go down in one direction, but they attack, if they need to, attack on 2 fronts. And we've seen them eating away and collapsing 2 flanks here. That causing a lot of trouble for this Admech force.
Many was there, in?
All 5 are in.
5.
Yeah.
And they're power claws.
All power claws. There's only 5 models, but they pack a punch. They've got a war boss with them, so we're on +1 to the hit rolls.
So, yeah, hit on 3s.
Hit on 3s. 6 is popping extra. And of course, yeah.
Chris Comiskey.
Go Chris Comiskey, yeah, yeah.
We'll give him
Give him a spin. Here we go.
3s. This is why I didn't in the last turn want to pay the CP for the Aura's Nails, because I used the CP for 5s exploding.
Ah!
Yeah.
Would have been very useful.
So 3s.
Here we go. Okay. The longer I look at those dice, the more 6s I can see is 3. Yeah. Okay, that's...
let's see if the... Would have been another 4 back in, but...
5. No, 5. There's no 5 there as well.
3.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're looking at 3s to win. I could maybe survive with a model. 3s to wound. Taking away the 1s and 2s. Oh, hang on a second. Devastating, right? On 2. Not as high. So we're taking 4 wounds with devastating. I'm just going to roll those up as feel no pains. Separately. We block 3 and take a wound. That's a good start. Sorry, there was a model here that had already taken 2 wounds. So 1 wound coming through is enough actually to kill him. Oh, that's server to Sam. He's gone. Sam Hermes removed. It's now down to these 3 models left. And Mike's got 7 that have come through. -2.
-2.
5 ups. Oh, not the result we're looking for. Those make it through. We'll then pair these up here for our feel no pain, which will only prolong the agony, I think. Looking something like this. Okay, so the first one, feel no pain, 5+. Failed both. Go on to the next one. Passed 1, but it's enough to slay 1. Next one, 5 up. Failed both. Moving on. Failed both. And oh dear. That's, well, it's Paint Liquor's paint pot marked up here. I don't think, well, no, we have to keep him. We'll go here. He's slain. Sasite Miara. Autark. Passed 1. Passed that one. So we've taken 2 wounds on him. Managed to keep 1 model alive. Okay, so that's the situation. Boy, are we outclassed in close combat. I don't know, if these charge first, they are damage 3 with their claws, they could be dangerous enough. But Orks, they take the initiative here, and Mike he has to do this. He has to go in, has to hit hard, because if the Admech can shoot at leisure, another good round of shooting from the Admech would cause trouble for these larger vehicles. Orc units caught out in the open would equally find themselves in trouble as well. You can imagine this squad being fired at by by these, just a ton of shots come through, all the damage through, it'll rip these to pieces. So either Mike gets shredded with shooting, or he shreds in close combat. And it's worked out this way for the Orcs. Mike's delivered them to the middle of the board, has survived despite the heavy damage coming through, job done, activate the WAG, and then send them in, trying to find gaps in the line, which he managed to just about across here. And then managed to combine enough force to break the Admech over on the left-hand side. I think the Admech are given a better account of themselves. The damage has been heavier, but as we've seen, it's not been enough to stop the Ork breakthrough. I've still got units left. I've still got Dune Crawlers with deadly firepower, so the game's not quite over yet. But this is not healthy on this side, and it's not healthy across there either. So, with the Breacher then, he's just going to get 2 attacks with the Hydraulic Claw, but we must show the Orcs what this thing can do. So, fight back. We'll go Travis and Jen. We'll go Jen with the Hydraulic Claw, and then Travis can be the Tech Priest Dominus. So, Jen attacks, lean forward. Reroll. Oh, check this range. We're in by about 1/4 of an inch, so I'll re-roll both. Lean forward. 1 hit comes through. We get sustained. I think that's only shooting. I'll just double check the enhancement. It's ranged weapons only. It's just the 1 hit. 3 to wound. 1 wound comes through. It's AP -2.
Puts me to a 4 up.
4 up save, yeah. Now we will nip you at damage 3.
Yeah. You're expecting me to roll 4.
Got him. Got one.
I don't
Machine
know
on machine here.
To see the green dice or not.
Anyone will do. This guy.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll take him. He's unnamed. There you go. So 1 Meganob gone. As we'll fight with the Tech Priest Dominus. He will get 4 attacks with his Omnus Sign Axe, in 3s. Re-rolling the hit roll. Strength 6. Toughness 6, I think.
Toughness 6, yep.
2 wounds come through, again at -2s. 2 saves of 4+. Both go through, and it's damage 2. It's another Meganob slain. Good for them. They remove the model from here. Good fighting from them. I wish more had survived. We could have actually done pretty good. Then across here, we'll turn to these next. We'll put all of our attacks into the Ork infantry. So we'll do 8 attacks with the regular Rust Stalkers. And they will be hitting on 4s. Come on. No, 4s is not good enough. They need to be 3s to hit. 5s to wound. A wound comes through at -2. Mike will take the 5+ invulnerable save and 1 dice. Loud, so 1 slain. And then we'll do 4 attacks with the Transonic Razor and Cord Claw. 1. And anti-infantry 3+. Oh, no, just 1 casualty caused. They're hopelessly outclassed in close combat. Alright, so that's combat's resolved across the board. A little bit of revenge down across here, but nowhere near the damage that we sustained in close combat. Breaches going extinct here on the board. We'll calculate points. It's been a ripper of the turn here for the Orks. Well done to them. Alright, so points coming through. 5 points picked up for...
No prisoners.
No prisoners, and then...
3.
3 for deployed teleport home, which I did earlier on, so it's been done in the middle of the board. 10 points for primaries. Puts the Orks on 18 points to 3. We've got a turn in hand. We are on a home objective. Not got that one now because of the truck across there. So you're going to get 5 points coming through. See what comes up for secondaries as well. Is this the AdMech on life support? We'll have to see. We've got firepower remaining on the board. Have we got enough to counter these 2 Ork flank attacks? We'll have to see. We'll go on to the second turn of the game for the Adeptus Mechanicus as they desperately try to cling on in this fight. Alright, so moving for the Adeptus Mechanicus on turn 2. Secure no man's land, which is possible for us. Bring it down, which is possible as well. Kill something big. It's not too bad on secondaries. 5 points picked up for primaries. So across here, pulling out a close combat from here, 8 inches. Pulling out a close combat across here, which has raised a question, which we'll come back to in just a moment. Then move the cavalry through to lay down some firepower and potentially charge. Sat still with these. Move these upstairs to shoot at those and then charge down. Sat still with the Dune Crawlers to continue that firepower. I forgot to move the Tech Marine. We've moved there. We advanced and got to there. Just range stationary these. Pull back. There's no point hanging around over there. We'll get slaughtered. So pull back and just put some shots across in that direction. So the question we had was regarding fallback moves. So my path was clear. I could fall back with these. The question then came up, and you can let us know in the comment section on this one. Fallback moves. So you make a fallback move, just go straight back. You can't shoot or declare a charge. Desperate escape tests. So if you have to move over, I'll read this here. Unlike when making other types of move, models can move over enemy models, making a fallback move, which we didn't need to, as if those enemy models were not there. But you must take a desperate escape test, which we didn't need to. For each enemy model that will do so. So if you've got a model that's had to move through an enemy model, they have to make a desperate escape test. Then it says, in addition, if unit is battle shocked, which I am, when it's selected to fall back, you must take a desperate escape test for every model in that unit before they are moved. So the argument is, well, we are battle shocked, we're falling back, and therefore we have to take a desperate escape test. The counter argument to that is that only kicks in if you're having to pull models or a unit through enemy models, in which case we weren't in this particular situation. So I'll try and illustrate this for you. So imagine if these two models were here and then he was still part of the unit. I found myself in close combat. And these two models are here, remember? So if I was wanting to pull back in this direction, it's a fallback move, but it also counts as a desperate escape test because I've got a model that can't escape unless he goes through enemy models. If I'm not battle shocked with that unit, then it'll just be this model here that has to take the test. The other two have a clear path. If my unit is battle shocked, every model that's trying to fall back has to take a desperate escape test. We reckon, we're not totally sure, we reckon that's the interpretation, in which case I wasn't trying to make any kind of desperate escape test. So I had two models here, and even though I'm battle shocked, I still have a clear path to fall back. If you think that's incorrect, do let us know in the comment section below. But that's just it's, the wording of the rules and the order of the way it's been written as well, not so clear. Then just to point out, they're battle shocked, so too are these. They had a clear path to fall back across here as well. That's movement done. We're going to shooting phase next for the Admech. So we'll turn to the cavalry here. We're going to try and burn out some orcs with sulphur breath, would you believe? So we are here. The Cerberus sulphur hounds will fire everything we have. Think about this one. We really could damage those orc boys. We could spread the firepower here to other targets. I'm going to split. I'm going to put my Daka and my pistols into those and sulphur breath into them. The idea is to charge them. No. Just go ahead. Right, sulphur breath then. I don't know if I was wise to split fire. We'll go ahead here. Range 9, torrent, ignores cover, pistol, D6 auto hits. It's not so good. 9 hits come through. Not so good at all. Maybe shouldn't have split. But anyway, 5's to wound. And a wound comes through. It's open -1. Mike will take an invuln save.
5+.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Nope.
Sulphur breath 1. From the back.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got mixed weaponry on here. We have a Mechanicus pistol. That hits. And it's not going to wound, I don't think. It's strength 5.
Toughness 5, yeah.
It's strength 6, actually, would you believe? Yeah. Okay. A wound comes through. -1. Blocked. Well done. We'll then go to 2 phosphor pistols. A hit. And no wound. Then we'll do 2 phosphor blast carbines. 2d6 +2. So that's 8 shots. 4, 8, and then +2. Twice. Yeah. 2 separate weapons. We're looking for 4s. Again, I wish these models were 3s. 4s is not so good. But anyway, those come through. 3's to wound. Strength 6. Yeah, 5 saves of 5+ with the invuln. They're coming through at strength 6, yeah. And blocks 1. 4 casualties from the back, I take it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, not too bad from the cavalry. That's them finished. None here, none here. We've got still some more firepower. We're going to go with these next. Right, so we've worked our way through the softer firepower. These fired down here and killed 3 of the storm boys. So we have firepower from here. I use the heavier guns, so the transonic arquebus, The arc rifle, plasma caliber, took out the chopper. Good work. Firepower coming down here, reducing these boys down. Not by much, actually. I think it was these that did the damage earlier on. Firing across against Gut Ripper. It's slaying a model and causing a wound with the Rangers across here. And then some firepower from these. Mike rolling multiple invuln saves, so no damage coming through against them. So what remains now is the Dune Crawlers with their neutron lasers. I have to destroy heavy targets. So we'll go to Valhalla Field Marshal Robert. We're going to go with the neutron laser into the battle wagon. Cognitive Heavy Stubber is going to go into the boys across there. So what can you do? Hard as nails?
Hard as nails, but I'm not going to.
Right. 2 shots needing 3s with the neutron laser. We're using the Vagabond dice. We do get 2 hits because we sat still. We're now 3s to wound. Come on. 1 comes through.
Because I'm a 5-up.
You are a 5+ invuln save. I'm going to command reroll now. Oh, waste. Go ahead.
Yeah?
Yep, go ahead. Into the back of the truck, and it's a 1.
What's the damage?
D6 plus 1. So I needed 2 or more to destroy you.
Roll a 1.
Don't worry, I won't. 3, we've got a 3. Right, target destroyed. Does it blow up? No, it doesn't. All right. Gone, finally. Removed from play. Bit late, because it delivered its cargo. Battle wagon removed from play. Interesting. A bit of Dakar as well. Into the boys. Sustained hits. And 1 wound comes through at least. Just the 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because your toughness 5.
Is there a minus on
No minus.
it?
So you can take a 4 up.
Yeah.
And he does get a 4. Well done. All right. So that's him done. We'll move along. We'll go on to... We'll go here. I'll put all the Dakar into the Ripper squad and the neutron laser to try and bring down, if we can, the Gorkanaut. Regular firepower hit. Needing 3s. Huge roll. Which means I cannot destroy it. 1 hit comes through. 3s to wound. Alright, we get the wound. So again, we're down to an invuln save here.
No!
It doesn't block. Damage of 6 plus 1 is 1 wound left. Okay. A bit of Dakar against Ripper's squad. Nice. 5s. Nice one to the wound roll. Total failure. Okay. Dakar into Ripper's squad once again. And then we'll try and finish off the Gork. It'll be handy to bring that thing down if we can. It's all down to the Longbow BB Dune Crawler. We'll double stack it up to try and bring down a Gorkanaut. Huge moment of truth for this vehicle. 2 hits. 3s to wound. 1. Can you roll an invuln save now? Yes! You kept him alive because you'd be guaranteed dead with 1 wound left. Oh, man. Not too bad for these Dune Crawlers. If they're left alone, if people leave them alone, and they've got a good field of fire from one turn to the next, they will cause damage. So I'm liking these guys. I'm liking them with the neutron lasers, no doubt about that. We've just got a load of hits against Ripper. Ripper's squad. We've sustained. 5 to wound, though. Just the 1 wound comes through. And Mike can take a 4-up save for cover, even a 3-up maybe. Check that. If you start on a 4-up, you'll get a 3-up. Regular knobs. I think you start on a 4+.
Knobs 4+, yeah.
That's all right. Safe. Firepower's finished. Not too bad for the Admech. Taking out some targets, reducing the strength of some Ork units down. Whether it's enough, we'll have to see. Charges, yes. We're going to charges next. It's off camera, but it's still a double 1. That's their charge going down against the Storm Boys and into the truck. I'm going to command reroll it. I'm going to mess this up because we need to surround that objective. We might have enough models in, but really we need this charge to go ahead. Use up CP, the last CP for me here. Needing a 7 by my calculations. Oh, an 8. Right, okay. Oh. We've recovered ourselves there. We'll move these models in. Dear me, we nearly messed that up real bad. The other charge went a head rolled a 9 for the cavalry, which is useful. I've got them all in base contact. I'm going to do their mortal wound ability now. So 4 of them in 2s. Yeah, 3 mortal wounds caused on that squad. Because it's line breaker rule. It's 4+ to cause mortal wounds in base contact. But you add 2 to the result if you started your charge within 6 inches of a battle line unit. So that's 3 mortal wounds come through against those Ork boys. We really need a good result because there's plenty of those Ork boys left. And we're not that great in close combat. That's the knob there. So just take him and one other one. All right, still a bit of work to do. There's still 5 of them remaining. I wonder if we're tough enough to bring any more models down. So we'll do this combat across here.
What are you hitting me on? Or what are you hitting on?
So yeah, so it's rare we get these into close combat. So they're all going to attack with their clawed limbs. It'll be 4 attacks each, hitting on 4s. So you're going to have strength. 16 attacks coming at strength 4, AP 0, 1 damage. So 4s to hit on 16 dice.
5s to wound.
And 5s to wound. And then there'll be 1 attack with the cavalry Archmore, which will be devastating wounds, an extra attack. Just 1 attack though, needing 4s at strength 5, AP -1.
I'll do that. You have to win me on 6s.
Hard as nails again.
Hard as nails.
Agony. Okay. We'll try it, but I think our horses are going to bounce off the Orks here. So we're looking at 4s. And then we're looking at 6s to wound. That is cruel. Nothing. Cavalry Archmore, swing, hit, and swing. Get another 6. Failed. That's it. We have completely bounced off the Ork boys here. So Mike will get to strike back with those. Not good. Those cavalry are in big trouble. And then across it. So 3 are fight across there. The rest are going to the truck. So 6 attacks into the Storm Boys. 6s are good. Need 4s. Sustained hits of 2. 3s to wound. Not too bad. 5 saves of 5+ on the Storm Boys. Not too bad chance to get them. And we have. They're gone. Okay. And that leaves 5 to fight against the truck. Needing 4s. Sustained hits of 2s. Put those back in. 5s to wound. The truck's in healthy enough condition. There's no AP minus. I have 3 saves of 4+. And block 2, so just a wound caused. Mike auto repairs, by the way, on the trucks. So he was back up to 9, drops back to 8. Like so. Yep. All right. Okay, so Mike can fight back with the truck and the boys. Truck hit twice, wounded twice, failed twice with a save, so lost a model. Across here, the boys, 4 attacks with the knob.
Yeah.
They're still on the wag here, so 4 attacks. 4s?
Yeah, 4s.
Just checking the cavalry have got no kind of...
Yeah, so 4.
There's nothing we can do to reduce this.
Strength 9. Strength 10, sorry.
2s. All of them. Oh no, please.
-2 damage.
This would be glorious if they can bring them down. Invuln save. We do 5+, thankfully. Gone. Power claws took out the whole lot. Oh dear. Crushed. Cavalry. Do they have a place in 40k? I don't know. They've been nipped to pieces here by the knob. All right. Well done. Well done for sure. That frees up that unit. They're still potent enough. Okay. Combat's resolved. Right. So turn comes to an end. Points coming through for the AdMech. 5 points for primaries. 7 points to bring it down. Picked up 5 for destroying this thing. 2 basic. Then plus another 2 for the size of the model. So 15 wounds. And then we're playing tactical missions. Tactical objectives. Another 1 on top of that. And then 2 for the Deathcopter as well, so 7 points. It's maxed, so you can score a maximum of 8 on that card. And then we managed to secure 1 objective, No Man's Land, that's worth 2 victory points. That puts us on 17. 17 points to 18. So AdMech, despite all the damage coming through, have pretty much leveled up the score and have fought back against the Orks. Orks have been thinned out. So I would say AdMech have done better this time around, but still I think the initiative is with the Orks. If they can deliver a second crippling blow, it could be enough to finish off this AdMech force. We'll see how much steam the Orks have left, how much fight is left in them. here. They must press on to try and secure their victory. We're going to turn 3. Middle stage of the game for the Orks coming up next. So Mike's on his move here on turn 3. Cards drawn is Area Dinar and Secure No Man's Land. If you do enjoy our games and you want to help support the channel, do join us on YouTube channel membership. Link for that in the video description below. You can hit the join button and choose which tier you'd like to support the channel at. The most popular will be Aspect Warrior level. That gives you access to our Discord page and then also unlocks all the bonus content that we have. Army Development Video series, the Big Push Battle Report series, and also regular battle reports, including league games. We've just played a league game, Admech against Black Legion. The dark, grim battle that it was. That's available. That's the latest battle report on YouTube channel membership. So you can check that out. And when you unlock all that content, it really does help support us here on the channel. If you want to push further on your support, you can go to Autark and Phoenix Lords. You can join the other Autarks and Phoenix Lords currently on the channel. But check out those levels and the different perks we have available. But whichever level you choose, thank you very much indeed for your support. But it's thanks to channel members that we're able to keep the battle reports coming. Without channel members, we would be like this Admech army. We would shrivel up and die. So, thank you very much, everyone, for helping out. All right, so we'll let Mike finish his move here. Admech, stiffer resistance from them. Yeah, it's harder work, Mike's saying. And firepower's been scarier from the Admech, so there's hope for them yet. The banners still flutter here at the back, but that won't win us games. It's damage is coming through though. We were picking on heavier targets. Gorkanaut's had to hide himself here, so we've made the Orks work harder. So that's a good sign here for this list. All right, just going to capture this on camera. I'm going to Overwatch with a lone breacher. Would you believe? He gets 4 shots. He could do something heroic. 6s, rerollable, sustained hits. Come on. All right. So that's 2 hits come through. Sustained on top of that as well. 4 hits. 3s to wound. Ow! -2. 4 ups. Oh, damage 3. Oh, come on, reroll one of them. No. Oh, it's 2 slain. Oh, ouch. Well, there you go. That'll annoy Grog the Whopper.
Green dice.
Green dice. Ouch. A parting gesture from the lone breach, the last of his kind. On this battlefield, at least. So we'll call these out here. It's Mike James slain with that Overwatch, and Casper Kempf as well. I think he's an Orc player. Oh dear, 2 bodyguard models removed from play. But Grog still closes in. Orc boys in support, but look, these numbers have been thinned over on this flank. So Admech, stiffer resistance for sure, but maybe too little too late. What's good for the Orcs though, 15 points picked up for control of objectives. Mike controlling 1, 2, and 3. So points flowing in healthily enough. So movement's now finished for the Orcs. Thin on the ground across here, but Mike's got a lot of supporting stuff still available on the board. He's dropped Storm Boys in here. Orc Boys have swung around to here. He's just going to anchor onto this objective. It may be the case that the Orc main attack runs out of steam, but Mike will happily sit across the middle of the board and just rake the points in and then just stop the Admech that we can't catch up with the points that have been scored. So Mike's going to play for time. Backing out with the trucks so that Mike can shoot these with the Gorkanaut that's moved across. The bikers are swung around with all of their DAC and all of their attacks available to shoot and charge them. The 2 mech guns are available to lend firepower support again. And then across here, the trucks move round onto the objective to secure that. Rippers move through across here, and the boys have moved through across here to go after these. So there's still assets available for the Orcs, and they can still strike hard enough. We'll go on to their shooting phase next. All right, so shooting phase finished. Mike chooses not to shoot with some units to try and keep charge distances healthy. Firepower from all of these. Took out 2 models, just the lone alpha left for the Ruststalkers. We lost 2 or 3 of the infiltrators. That was firepower coming in from the bikes and mech guns shooting at them as well. Choosing not to fire the Gorkanaut. Don't want to reduce any more models. He wants that charge to go ahead. And then these boys not shooting. Doesn't want the charge to be reduced or increased across there as well. So shooting phase finished, picking off a few casualties here against the Admech. Charges next, if Mike can get the second wave to go in.
Yeah.
7-inch charge across here. Here we go. In on a 10. 6, just capturing that on camera. That's this charge across here. Ripper reaching the barrier. Looks like the second wave will make it in. So here you go. Oh, great. It's scary. It's not scary. It's precarious enough though, isn't it? If these charges don't go ahead, Admech can. So it's
So I'm not going to get greedy here.
the easier charges. These two going in here. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. 10. Just moving the battle shock marker out of the way. Charge both if you want to.
Yeah, I'll try both.
7, no problem. Where would you like the knob to go? 2 damage.
Yeah.
Finish him off. I'm a flood boys in across here. There's not many Ork models, but there should be enough. There should be enough just to finish cracking open this flank.
And then the bike's under here.
5. Check this one. He's just got to cross the barrier to reach our models.
Yeah.
Now loads of space. You're fine. So the bikers can go in. I think that's all charges going in here. So Mike can now breathe a sigh of relief. The green dice have been all right. All right. These are all healthy enough charges here for the Orks. Yeah, all very healthy. I can't interrupt. I've got no CP left, so he's fine. He can squeeze in there. No problem at all. Okay, so pick a combat. They're all looking good here for the Orks. We're going to fight here in the middle. 3 attacks with a regular power claw. Just doing normal bikers first of all.
Yeah, so 3s.
Yes, because of Zog.
All of them.
Oh.
Strength 9.
2s.
All of them. -2, 2 damage.
5+ invuln saves. Killed 2. There's only a couple left here in this squad. That's that one down here. I'll try and remove models and keep others on the objective. I've just got 2 left here.
2
regular bikers.
Yeah, so 6 attacks hitting on
2s.
2s. Oh, yeah, 2
Sustained
misses,
back
sustained,
in.
Yeah.
Strength 4 now.
4, yeah.
4's to win.
4s.
No.
1.
Not blocked. Wound caused. It's all down to Zog now to see if he can finish these off.
2s. And then 2s.
This is it.
-2, 2 damage.
Invuln saves. Ah, gone. Target destroyed. Just about. The centre's now been taken. Last of the infiltrators cleared away. I think this is 4 nails left to put in our coffin. 1's gone in. There's 3 nails left to go.
Just down there.
Just down here. Ripper and his bodyguard squad. There's 4 knobs. I will do a piling move here. There's 4 knobs can fight first. Right,
yeah.
so push those in. They're all fighting anyway. +1 to the hit rolls.
So 3s.
This is the bodyguard. It's an insanely good roll.
1, 2. So it just balances out then.
It's fine. 2s.
2s.
Okay. 8.
Yep. -2. 2 damage.
5 of invuln. 6 models left. 5 models left. Wipe out. Target destroyed. So the second now is driven in here, and to make things worse, Gut Ripper squad is now consolidated onto my home objectives. That's snatched that away from us as well. I think your OC is pretty good on us. OC of 3.
Boys.
Model count 1, 2, 3 is cancelled out. Mike's got 3. Even if you're OC1, you've done it. It's neutralised it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're not going to pick up points for that here. So next combat, all boys against these. Yeah, power claw attacks. Oh, okay, yeah, 2 hits and sustained, 2s to wound.
3 -2 damage.
Oh, blocked them all. Weird. Okay. Chopper attacks next.
3s.
Yep.
We'll count them as 1s.
Mike's generous enough here. He knows that he.
It's me rolling them, so it's typical. It would have been a 1.
Here we go.
That one. That one.
And
That one.
all good. 3 to win these. There's a load, there's a dozen saves here. I think. Might keep a few models alive.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18.
18. 18 5-ups. Wow. Blocked all those. But it's not enough. With a model to spare, Mike's got his wipeout here. So target destroyed. Like so. Well done. And they can push up to the chain link fence. No. You're not allowed to. You're not making base contact. Sorry. Just contact. Eager. They wanted to push up to chain link fence and act like caged monkeys smashing against the side of the, the boundary there.
So there's 1 mega knob left?
Yes. So how do you want to do this? Moment of pride. Him first and let Grog swing. Go ahead. 3 attacks with the Mega Knob in 3s.
Yeah.
1 miss, but sustained with the other, so 3.
And then
3's to wound. All wounded, nice.
-2 damage.
Okay, so -2. So we got a 5-ups. First one blocked. Next one blocked. Surely for the Omnissiah. We do. Block them all on 5 pluses. Down to Grog now.
Yeah, 2s.
2s. Sustained. Okay, recovers that one. Okay.
Strength 12.
He's got devastating wounds. I think he has an extra 1 or 2 to his strength on top of that as well for his enhancement.
Oh, that's
Ed Whopper's killed Chopper.
Yeah.
Gonna need it here because we could nip back. You've got to kill that lone breacher. Refuses to die, and is representing his other 11 slain brethren.
Headshot. No, it's only devastating wounds.
Devastating wounds. You need some 6s.
Don't have the extra attacks ability. You have the devastating wounds ability.
3s. 6s are good. None, but 3 make it through. Minus
2 damage.
-2, down to 5-ups again. This can't go on. How can it? Oh. Right, so slain, maybe not. Feel no pain. Passed. One more's made it through. Feel no pain. Just God, what a brave young servitor. I wouldn't call him young perhaps, but brave for sure. He survived. He's half the man he used to be, but he was good enough in this game. Good for you, well done. That's Paint Lickers Paint Pot, the last models to fall, one of the Phoenix Lords on the channel. What a way to go, well done. And that leaves it now for Andrew Swan to fight back. We'll be gone, but it's just a formality here, I think. 3 attacks then with the Power Claw. Just going on to the boys here quickly. 2 hits, 2s to wound. Just need 1 success here. 2 go through. Failed, chopped and gone. That's the end of him. Just get him out of the way. It's Michael Fry's squad removed. So now we'll fight back with a model. It's my commander here, so we need 3s. We need 4s. 2 make it through. -2. 2 4-ups. Block both. Well done. And that's the end of that. All right. Combat's resolved and finish at this point. Well done to the Orks right here. Smashing through. Bit of last resistance across here, but success here, really, really good, and here as well. I'll give you an update on the score here, but it looks like we have an Ork victory. All right, so well done to the Orks. 15 points coming through for primaries. That's the killer blow. That's the great thing about the Orks. They take the heavy damage, but they have the middle ground, and they'll reap the points for it from one scenario to the next. And then 2 lots of 5 points for secondaries. So that's Secure No Man's Land and Area Denial being picked up as well. Again, both of those secondaries are great when you've cleared the centre of, or cleared the middle of the board, able to do area dinar, and then able to pick up primary objectives across the middle of the table. So it's combining that primaries and secondaries together. 25 points in total coming through, 43 points to 17. Even our home objective has now been snatched or contested at least. The AdMech have just got no points coming through on the next turn. And then secondaries, again, will be so restricted because we're just basically along our back line. And we've got no units now that can punch through and resist this Ork onslaught. Having said all of that, Orks have taken heavy enough casualties, heavy enough damage, and they have had to work harder in this game, and their ranks have been thinned a lot more than the previous battles. So that's good signs to this AdMech force. Whether this AdMech army is just a bad match against the Orks, we'll have to see. Orks definitely one of the heavier hitting close combat forces on the channel. We'll see how the AdMech get on against other factions as they face them in the various games that we have. But AdMech need to do well. If they're to survive in the league, they've entered into the league, they have played a game. You can check out the results of that on channel membership against the dreaded Black Legion. They've got another battle to go. Every faction, we're trying to work our way through all the factions starting the league extra early this season. Playing 2 games each. The total points for the 2 games scored will give you a position on the board. This is the situation across here. 5 armies are fighting away at the moment. Hope to enter in other armies into the league. We'll either take the top 8 or the top 16 towards the end of the season, then go for sudden death knockout stage to establish a channel champion. And we'll see if the crown can be retained here for the channel by the Black Legion for a 2nd year in a row. Hopefully not, but Mike's ambitious enough with his Black Legion force. So big thank you to the silver level Patreons. That's Jason Martinez, Marcus Olsen, Ross Caldwell and Miniature Matt. Units of the game we'll think about now for both sides. So units of the game for both sides, generally good performance all round from the Orks. Even the mech guns chipping in, helping out. One of the notable units was the Ork Bikers, their flexibility, well led as well by Zog. So a good report given to them. Any extra thoughts on that, Michael?
I'm going to give it to the bikes, actually.
Yeah. Versatile, firepower, close combat. They resisted being attacked as well, so they were tough enough. So Mike's going to give it to them. I think the Breaches weren't allowed enough time to do well. They're the most potent unit I have, but they were shut down quick by the Orks. And partially my fault for pushing them out too fast, too early on. And they were punished for that for sure. So really, decent firepower came from the Onaga Dreamcrawlers. Their firepower was strong throughout the game. And again, if we had more turns left in this battle, we could have kept going with these and causing more trouble with them. So I'm going to give it to the Dreamcrawlers. Not a single wound caused on them. They'll just select reverse and start stepping back away from the sector. It's been overrun by the Orks. The AdMech will have to fight them another time. That's units of the game for both sides. Perhaps it could be for the AdMech just practicing with tactics, fighting in depth, keeping the Breaches back, being patient with them and so on, as opposed to trying to push out too early against close combat forces. We'll have to see. They're an army to watch for sure as we watch this new list in action. As for the Orks, the ball keeps rolling with them. They're doing well enough on the channel. So Orks are in the league. They've played one of the games. They're on 60 points. They've got a 2nd game to come as well. So hopefully we'll see them make progress in the league. That's the battle. Keep a lookout for more battle reports on YouTube and over on YouTube channel membership. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.